The attacks last September marked the first national catastrophe of the new century. It was also the first catastrophe of the internet age. Never before has technology allowed us so many ways to reach out at a time of crisis. On the morning of September 11th, what we had come to rely on as a modern convenience became a lifeline, turning our nation of 300 million into a digital village.
Calling. I know it seems weird to call you, but a jet just crashed into the World Trade Center.
I'm so worried about you. Where are you? I hope you're okay.
I just need to know that you're okay, sweetheart, so please just call me.
Hi, everyone. Just to let you know that I'm okay. I'm in D.C. right now and been told the system will be shut down ASAP. Maybe this will get out first.
And then I looked up and saw everyone looking at the towers. With that, my mom said, "Oh my gosh, it's collapsing."
We were stunned, but America was at no loss for words on September 11th.
Ma, where are you? I can't reach you on your cell phone. I'm really worried about you.
Connected through email, wireless messaging devices, and voicemail, Americans were virtually holding hands on that darkest day of a new century, the first national crisis of the digital age.
And for the first time in history, people experience history as it unfolded on their computers, online, in their classrooms, at their workplace.
From her apartment in Lower Manhattan that day, Erin Holtzman's first message to family and friends.
Hi, everyone. I'm fine. It's been quite an... I tried to call people, and my phones were gone. So I sat down that afternoon, and I sent out my first email. People walking and running and screaming and crying and stunned.
Her vivid account of that day spilled onto the screen. Her first emails to family and friends, forwarded to their friends, would ultimately become a running diary, connecting her experience to strangers across the country.
Even though I don't know you, and I have never been to New York City, your account personalizes what we have been seeing and hearing for the last week.
Now, 1 year later, the emails and digital messages of that day are being recognized for what they are, a piece of history, a collective snapshot of what America was saying, thinking, and fearing the day we were attacked.
I know we aren't talking, but I wanted to write and see how you were doing and send my sympathy if someone you know died or got hurt. And I hope
some 10,000 email and digital artifacts of 9/11 have made their way into an online archive being compiled by Virginia's George Mason University and City University of New York.
Things like digital images, emails, instant messages, BlackBerry communications, those kinds of real-time, spontaneous, grassroots contributions will be a tremendous resource for later historians when they try to write the history of September 11th.
Among the messages on the site were those of Vivek Sud, who used his personal digital assistant to check on the safety of his coworkers as they fled downtown in the chaos of that morning.
Basically, a conversation going on between at least 50 people at the same time, trying to, help people out, see where everyone was everyone safe.
The messages and digital images contributed to the site go beyond those of just that day to touch the full scope of how we were all touched by the attack and what became important.
Just a tourist who went up to the top of the towers, snapped a shot, probably thought nothing of it, probably filed it away in their photo album.
Perhaps no tragedy has been so thoroughly documented on film. But it can also be said no tragedy has ever been so thoroughly documented in the words and recorded thoughts of those it touched.
Can't get to Brooklyn. I'm really scared because I watched part of the tower falling home.
I can't leave D.C. right now and been told to stay where I am.
No, we are praying for you all, and actually we are praying for the rest of the nation as well. Thanks for leading the way. Were the real lifesaver, because it was my only real connection to people outside of New York, and it was kind of what kept me going, was getting all these emails from people, saying we're with you, we're pulling for you, we're pulling for New York.
To view some of the contributions to the 9/11 Digital Archive or contribute your own accounts of 9/11 experiences, you can log on to www.911.gmu.edu. President Bush was scheduled to wrap up his visit to Ground Zero about a half hour ago. Clearly not a man in a hurry, clearly touched by the stories.
Are we going to capitalize off